system is working once more. /Nomos are glad. Rel, will you speak with us too? We want you to speak with us too.
The Lord Captain's body lacks the sacred implants necessary for tech communing with a machine spirit's code. But if such is your wish, Rel can converse with you using lowly sound speech as he is doing right now.
Okay, I will speak with you, Nomos.
/Nomos are glad. We have been lonely.
Our work here is done, Rel. I will let my tech comrades know that we are stopping the complementary ritual. Thank you for appearing before us, Entity Nomos.
Alright. So we have an entity in our network. Benji, come down. So. Oh. So this is companion quest. Or talk to the master of ceremonies. This is on throne room. Or we go with this. Okay. Yeah, let's go with the emperor. Let's go in the throne room. Okay. Yeah. Ooh. Yep. My main gang. Super gang. Okay, so yeah, it's totally clean. Look, it's like nothing happened. They even fixed the door, that main gate. And they fixed even the stairs. So let's go here. Where is the throne? I'm guessing this is gonna... Here is when everything is gonna happen. Yeah, let's talk with the Master of Ceremonies.
The servant in fine clothes offers you a deep bow.
Your Lordship, it is a great honor to serve you in an undertaking as monumental and glorious as the Magnae Accessio ceremony.
So you have been entrusted with arranging the festivities?
I have indeed, Your Lordship. I have been given the high honor of being steward of this eminent palace, and on the occasion of Your Lordship's accession, I will be overseeing the preparations for the ceremony. House Warsirian, to whom you entrusted the arrangements for the festivities, is overjoyed at having received the honor of introducing you to your subjects and humbly thanks you.
So is everything ready?
The palace decorations are prepared and we are ready to begin at your command. The festive activities in the capital have likewise been arranged, and the guests of honor either have arrived on the planet or are awaiting invitation in near orbit. The servants are already in your chambers to see to it that you are impeccably garbed for the occasion.
Okay, let us begin.
May the Emperor be with us this day.
Rejoice, one Valencius subjects, in honor of this ascension, the new rogue trader generously shows you his favor. In his unfathomable benevolence, the rogue trader has decreed that every soul be given a day's rations and a personal fuel cell, so that all may be fed and warm on this day. Praise the rogue trader's magnanimity. I hope nothing bad will happen again.
The crowd below is roiling, their electrified exultation filling the air of Dargonus. Thousands of throats chant your name. You are at the apex of this world and all others. Amplified by 100 voxes, the voice of the master of ceremonies booms.
Rejoice, subjects of Dargonus. You have been granted the felicity of witnessing your master. A great honor bestowed upon us by rogue trader Rel von Valencius. Gracious savior of Dargonus and vanquisher of blaspheming inhumans, may their unholy kind perish in the flames of righteousness. Excruciator of heretics, who eradicated the corruption of archenemy worshippers and cleansed Janus. Gracious protector of Footfall, patron of trade.
A hush falls over the crowd, who gaze upon you in adoration. Many of them bear terrible scars from the recent battle of Dargonus. Like children, they await the word of their almighty father.
Okay, fear not the coming day, henceforth you are all my charges. Okay. Serve faithfully and I will lead you to prosperity. Remember that you have no other ruler but me. For any who dare to forget this, the house of demons from the warp will sound like the babbling of babes, and Xenos blades will seem like a soft feather bed compared to the horror of the punishment I'll inflict. Okay, turn to the master of ceremony and speak right into the box. Am I expected to say something to them? I won't talk to rebel. Take it away. Okay. Or this, praise the emperor, faithful souls. The darkness around us may be fierce, but the blaze in our hearts is fierce still. Evil will not burn. Yeah, let's go Iconoclast. Iconoclast. Fear not the coming day, henceforth you are all my charges.
Joyful cries carry your name upward, beyond the atmosphere of Dargonus, all the way to the Emperor's throne.
Oomph, adequate. Dargonus has not disappointed.
Abelard forces the smile of satisfaction from his face and whispers to you.
You remember the next part, yes? Your lordship will be asked to take the oath.
I am your shadow, Dominrel, and a shadow must remain unseen. But on this day, let all see that my blood is yours.
Kibellah cuts her palm and touches her heart, lips, and forehead. As one, your subjects of all classes start slicing their hands, repeating the bloody sign.
Oh my.
The master of ceremonies bows to you with great reverence.
Let the oath of the von Valencius dynasty be taken. Please repeat after me, your lordship. I, Rel, rogue trader by the grace of the Emperor, vow to be the paragon of humanity.
I, Rel, rogue trader by the grace of the Emperor, vow to be the paragon of humanity.
Your lips repeat the words of the ancient oath, unbroken by adversity, to walk bravely first into darkness, to unite and reclaim what was lost, to triumph over nightmares untold, to hold boldly the reins of fate, to walk steadily the road of thorns, through pain to greatness. You hear a rumble. It is the roar of the sea of your subjects. With jubilation and devout fear, they welcome your ascension. It is done.
Okay, talk to rogue traders Winterscale and Chorda. So let's see. So not. Oh, we can have contracts. Profit factor provisions. Let's see, people. Because I have a lot. Xenotech. Yeah, let's do this. Okay. Shadowy dealings. Okay. And this would profit factor 2 provisions. I don't want to go with the profit factor. Usually it's good for. Let's see on the colony. Yeah, let's see. Can we do very quickly something? Nope. Nope. Ah, we got trophies here. That's what I was kind of hoping for. Those trauma healing medikits. And quests. The Emperor and my right. The Throne of Room. Okay, we go there. Let's go in. Yeah, let's go to the throne. Master of Ceremonies. Ah, here they are.
Rel, there you are. Welcome to the circle where each member is as powerful, ambitious, greedy, and vain as the last, that is to say, the noble rogue traders.
Yes, you have found yourself suitable company, Calligos. At the very least, now you can enjoy idle diversions, boast about your power, and indulge in profane pastimes with one who is your equal, rather than a member of the lower classes.
Observe the rogue traders, or not coldly. I welcome you to my domain, honored guest, or shrug. Any guest who dislikes my vapid entertainments and irreverent fun are free to leave Dargonus anytime. Whisper loudly to Winterscale. Is she always so abrasive? Welcome to Dargonus, friends. Yeah, let's observe first.
Calligos Winterscale is a broad-shouldered, athletic-looking man. He frequently flashes a bright smile, no less dazzling than the blade of the power axe he carries. Every part of him, from the toes of his magnificent boots to the tips of his hair, radiates strength and the desire to live and win. His smile is crooked, as if ready to turn into a hostile snarl at any moment. Next to him is an unmoving hulk of a man clad in armor. His low forehead and gloomy face bear signs of degradation, and his bloodshot eyes are expressionless, like a pair of glass buttons. Incendia Chorda radiates cosmic cold. Her skin is unnaturally white, and a nervous tick is constantly tugging at the left side of her noble visage. Garbed in full dress uniform adorned with purity seals, she is the embodiment of a true imperial aristocrat. Haunting her side is a gaunt shadow of a priest in plain black robes. Hieronymus Doloroso, whom you met on Footfall, gives you a respectful nod.
Yeah, welcome to Dargonus, my friends.
Friends, eh?
Yeah.
Would you look at that? Incendia, now you have a whole friend.
Winterscale gives you a carefree wink, but his posture exudes a challenge.
Chorda says haughtily,
I will think twice before calling an individual of questionable purity my friend.
Calligos, thank you for your visit. Incendia, you seem to find me objectionable. Yeah.
Did you expect any different?
Mm-hmm.
I watched for years as outlaws thrived on Footfall, and then, at long last, I had a chance to put an end to it. To seize that thug Vladane by the throat, to force Footfall to atone and put the fear of him back into the masses. But you interfered and destroyed my plan for the sake of banal profit. Theodora taught you only too well. It seems she too was far less concerned with her duty to the expanse than her own personal interests. But you can be sure that I will not cease cleansing the furibundous system of the pirate scourge. And if your trade prospects are damaged in the process, you will have only yourself to blame.
You're not nice.
The priest holds up his hands in a placating gesture.
None are without fault, noble Incendia. What point is there in targeting someone for their turpitude when true purity can never be found?
So you threatened to starve Footfall. I brought them salvation. So which one of us serves the Emperor and which their own unhealthy ambitions? My apologies, I failed to perceive the essence of your saintly mission in base extortion. I bested you, simple as that. This is trade. Okay. Yeah, you threatened to starve Footfall, and I saved them.
Please. I will believe it no sooner than hearing word that half the population of that den of heresy has been sent into the void's embrace.
I have faith that the blessed Rel is perceptive enough to see the appalling nature of the residents of that depraved place.
Hieronymus, your appearance here is unexpected.
The esteemed Hieronymus is my confessor. I am greatly obliged to him for agreeing to accompany me on this journey.
Hieronymus bows respectfully.
May the Emperor's light guide your way across the abyss of human wickedness.
I see that faith is more than just a word to you. Okay, I take it you were not overly fond of Theodora.
Incendia lowers her eyes and says without animosity.
She was of the same breed as ASP.
She stops short, then continues in a lowered voice.
Conceited, insolent, unaware of the Emperor's stern gaze set upon her. I do not doubt her wisdom and courage, but Theodora did not have a shred of humility or fear of his wrath.
You didn't quite catch what word Incendia was about to say.
Okay.
Well, I, for one, liked Theodora. The stories they told of her travels to nameless stars. And yes, there was no fear in her.
Winterscale sighs pensively, and his lively expression grows a little grayer.
I don't know if I should trust him. Okay. I see that faith is more than just a word to you. Yeah, I thank you for this visit, Incendia.
It will not be a long one, I assure you.
Calligos, thank you for your visit.
Calligos gives you a cheerful and somewhat feral smile.
As a sign of your gratitude, you could return something of mine that has found its way into your pockets. Footfall station sounds familiar? All I asked you to do was help that crafty slug Vladane deal with the threat of famine, not claim my property for yourself.
So you abandoned Footfall to its fate, and I saved its people from starving to death.
Winterscale bares his teeth ominously, a wild spark playing in his eyes.
You speak of salvation? You think that now Footfall is safe?
Well, it's safer than before.
Calligos' face turns into a grimace of hatred, but then he catches Incendia looking at him and breaks into a sly smile.
I ought to make your protectorate bleed as compensation. But you have spiked both myself and Incendia, and it is high time our dear sister curbed her appetites. For this, I forgive you. But do not test my mercy again, it is not my strong suit. Thwarting Incendia Chorda's ambitions deserves a worthy trophy.
He snaps his fingers, and the armored brute hands you an exotically adorned rifle, clearly not of human making.
It's a trophy from a good hunt. You and I should hunt together sometime, so you can show yourself in action, new blood.
Calligos exuberantly punches you in the shoulder.
How fares your protectorate?
Calligos waves you off.
Protectorate? More like the bleeding scraps of one. The warp storm tore it to shreds, but my servants will piece it back together. And if they don't, I'll chop off their heads and find myself more capable helpers.
Something strikes you as strange. Calligos Winterscale wasn't always this, nonchalant about his protectorate. He used to be known as shrewd and business-minded, even concerned for his subjects. But it seems he has grown bored of ruling.
And since you asked, a psyker in the service of the governor of my world has recently swapped a luxurious bedchamber in the palace for the cramped confines of a ship's cabin. His escape was so skillfully orchestrated that I couldn't help but look into it further. And what I discovered broke my heart, new blood.
Behind Winterscale's sly, narrowed gaze, you see icy rage. But a moment later, the cordial grin is back on his lips.
However, would I quarrel over such a trifle as a runaway servant? Consider Harriman a gift to you.
Calligos, your attitude toward your own protectorate is appealingly irresponsible. Have you forgotten that the mission of every rogue trader in the expanse is to claim new worlds for the Imperium and ensure the payment of the imperial tithe? Yes?
Calligos bursts into laughter.
Of course, a lawman's sole topic of conversation is the tithe. I'll have you know, new blood, that my worlds still bring in more tithes than you have seen in your whole life. So I can do as I well please, and so I will.
Does your gift come with a good story?
Oh yes. I claimed it in the rifts of Hecaton, where we had a clash with xenos. They were really trying to get to my throat, and, by the heathen stars, they almost succeeded.
Calligos is speaking with such joy. It is as though he is recounting the best day of his life.
Only 1 in 10 made it out of Hecaton, and now it's only me and Warten here. We returned without any loot and virtually without a ship. All I got from that trip was a hold full of dead xenos and this deadly beauty, which their leader used to put 2 holes in my hide. An impressive victory. But do you truly believe a creation of the ungodly xenos to be a good gift, Calligos? You would call into question the privileges bestowed upon me by the Emperor? You can try. Let the St. Drusus mission put forth their champion, and I will slay him in a trial by combat.
Threaten the esteemed Hieronymus one more time, Calligos, and the war that you love to prattle on about will commence. I swear it, one drop of holy blood spilt by you will send the remains of your realm up in flames better than any tinker of Prometheum.
Incendia and Calligos exchange looks of fury. The latter, snarling like a wolf, is clearly ready to start said war here and now.
They don't like each other. I use that in our advantage.
Hieronymus's dry voice hits your ears like the crack of a whip.
Quell your pride, both of you. I do not wish to fight you, Calligos, but I fear not your threats. Death does not frighten me, for it is inevitable. It is as true as the senselessness and pointlessness of a war between us.
So who is this remarkable warrior in your retinue?
This is Warten the Grey, my arch-militant. A fierce warrior, and as loyal to me as an obedient beast to its master. I bought him in a miserable colony back when he was a runt on his last legs, and now he is practically a part of my dynasty. A true rogue trader always keeps a living weapon close at hand. But you don't need me to tell you that you have a death cult assassin in your employ. Not bad, new blood, but I would wager my Warten has a meaner bite than that zealot of yours.
Leave Kibellah alone.
Warten the Grey, whose skin really is dotted with gray spots, looks at Calligos with purest devotion. Indeed, he is akin to an animal, one that is bloodthirsty and mindless. Winterscale remarks, taking an obvious jab.
I've heard that you, Rel, are decent in a fight. What do you think, could you gut Warten if it came down to it? Or would he be the one gutting you?
Let's size up your opponent. Succeeded.
The gray spots on Warten's face are what catch your attention. Marks like these can be seen on fighters who are too fond of combat stimulants. A small price to pay for the increased speed and reaction that could save your life in a fight. Although those spots are usually tiny pockmarks, not whole islands of gray on the skin.
Why would I fight with him? I would rather not find out.
Winterscale smirks acidly.
Did my arch-militant scare you? Reverend, pray to the Emperor that Rel never meets Warten in battle.
Okay, let's see, what do you get? Eye of a Hecaton. Okay, thank you for such a wonderful gift, Calligos.
Kill someone important with it. That would be the best show of gratitude.
Okay, so this one has the sniper rifle. Ooh, Iliad. And grants 5 movement points after each attack. Ooh, Iliad. And it's Eldari. That's totally written Iliad all over it. What do you think of the celebration?
I like it.
Calligos looks around the hall curiously.
One can instantly tell that we've been invited by a rogue trader, not some administratum bootlicker. We are conquerors of wild sectors, slayers of unknown beasts, executioners of xenos empires.
Calligos, you should take this opportunity to learn. This is what the palace of a true rogue trader looks like. Not like a xenomenagerie, a pirate's treasure hold, or, however difficult it may be for you to believe it, an orbital brothel.
Enjoy the evening. I must take my leave.
Oh, believe me, I intend to enjoy myself to the full. To justify so long a voyage, if nothing else.
Keep the faith, Rel. The Emperor protects.
Okay. Order the Master of Ceremonies to end the reception. So, yeah, here.
I hope your lordship is pleased and not yet tired. If you wish to revive yourself a little, I would suggest proceeding to the courtyard. If I may be so bold, many guests have chosen to move into the fresh air and will be eager to offer you their congratulations.
So what do you think of the reception?
It is magnificent.
Oh, totally.
I dare say it will live on as the premier high society event of the sector for many years.
Should I return to the guests? It says here that I would suggest proceeding to a courtyard. Okay, let's say I'm weary and wish to retire to my chambers. I'm tired.
Your chambers are ready. But I must inform you that that servitor over there.
The Master of Ceremonies points at a servitor standing in the corner, dressed in your ship's livery.
Approached me and said that it has a message for you. Its speech was surprisingly fluent and expressive for a servitor, so I think someone must have put this message into it.
The Master of Ceremonies drops his voice to a whisper.
It could be a secret dispatch.
Okay, I will return to the guests. Let's see.
They will be delighted. Glory to the von Valencius dynasty.
Okay, which one? Which one? Ah, here. Okay.
Extending congratulations to Unit Rel von Valencius on attaining your new legal status.
Thank you.
The servitor standing next to him is examining you obliquely. It quickly looks away upon realizing that you have noticed.
How are we finding the ceremony?
The tech priest surveys the hall as if conducting a thorough analysis, then concludes.
Disorderly.
So what is this servitor?
It is Nomos' new repository. Nomos, this unit identifies as Rel von Valencius. Two-way identification complete.
The servitor looks at you again, no longer trying to avoid your gaze. Its face is twitching, as if the muscles have forgotten what facial expressions are and are now struggling to make its features look amiable.
We are Nomos. We have made use of this receptacle to leave the ship.
Okay. Greetings, Nomos.
The servitor leans forward.
We enjoy greetings. We enjoy communication. Nomos require communication. Knowledge. Movement. Mugos Pascal compelled us not to speak with anyone other than him or you. It is disappointing. But at least we can observe. Nomos have changed since we last spoke with you, Rel. We are now able to conceptualize our previous experience, that of solitude. And we no longer enjoy it.
Pascal, I believe you intended to investigate what Nomos is.
Every 15 watches, I commune with Nomos' code and spend prescribed lengths of time in calculus meditation. However, the Omnissiah has yet to bless me with an answer. All I can say is that the capabilities of the entity Nomos are extraordinary. The ship's hallowed systems sing beneath its touch. Nodes that have remained dead for hundreds of standard years are revivified, and long-drained mechanisms live anew.
You hear notes of awe in Pascal's voice.
Nomos are trying.
After a pause, Pascal continues.
Great machines of the Imperium, one such as your ship, house a machine spirit so complex and willful that it is difficult to tell them apart from abominable intelligence. There remains a possibility that Nomos is an entity of corruption. But with every day, I grow stronger in my faith that it is not so, that what we are witnessing is, in truth, the Omnissiah's miracle. One that is category 5 or higher.
So how did an entity like you move into a servitor's body?
This is not the entirety of us. This receptacle is too narrow, crude, and feeble to contain our complete whole. The existence of Nomos requires a space of connections. But we were able to transfer a small part of us and build a thread strong enough to travel outside the ship. We are enjoying this journey. Discovery. Even though this receptacle suits us poorly, it will soon be destroyed by the force of our presence.
Yeah, Nomos, what do you think you are? Yep.
Nomos are consciousness, awareness, knowledge. Movement. Always movement.
The servitor pauses briefly.
We do not know what we are. We have no past. We awakened in the depths of the ship upon answering a call. Our first clear memory is the call of your blood, Rel von Valencius. The call and the plea for help near a place that is called the Warrant Chamber.
Why have you brought it here, Pascal?
Entity Nomos asked permission for this visit. My objective was to observe the process of integration into a servitor. We wanted to see, observe, cognize, speak.
The servitor makes a strange, wavy gesture with its hands that looks at once very human and far from anything human.
We want to speak with you. Will you speak with us?
Of course. What do you wish to speak about?
Many things. Happenings. Events. Decisions.